Hello, witches. I am High Priestess Autumn Phoenix. Thank you for joining me here live on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. We are just coming off of Samhain last night, October 31st. I want to check in with my witches to see how everybody is feeling. I know of 3 things you may be feeling, and I want to very quickly go over those 3 things. So go ahead right now and share this broadcast with a witch or 2 or 3. Tell them that there is a high priestess here in New York. Once again, my name is High Priestess Autumn Phoenix, who is going to go into details about 3 things you may be feeling the day after Samhain. As we know, Samhain is the witch's new year. It's the one night of the year when the veil between the living and the dead is at its thinnest. It is the time when witches are their most powerful. The first thing you may be feeling right now is you feel that your energy is drained. Samhain is an intense day, an intense night. You may feel drained after doing heavy spell work such as love or curses. It's hard to nail a love spell or curse. So you may feel very tired. You may feel like you need Saturday and Sunday to rejuvenate. That's why it was a great thing that Samhain fell on a Friday. You may feel like, sluggish. You may feel drained. You may feel exhausted. Even if you got your required 8 hours of sleep last night, you feel like you had a 2-hour nap. When you do heavy spell work, it is exhausting. It is tiring. It's time consuming to do heavy spell work such as love, prosperity, money, curses, hexes, or any type of ritual. Samhain is when the energy of the world is at its highest. Samhain is very intense because you do have all different types of witches doing spells, rituals, hexes, and curses. So it can be hard to separate all that energy and focus on your own because the atmosphere is so electrified. It's so intense. We have so many witches, high priests, high priestesses doing their work for both good and evil. It's intense. You feel your energy drained. So use, if you can, if you don't work today or tomorrow, use this time to sleep. Use this time to rest, to relax. Do something that you love. Painting, listening to music, making music, going out into nature and observing how the leaves are now their most vibrant. Notice the red, the yellow, the gold, the brown of the leaves. Go out into nature. Witches are so in tune with nature because we work with the energy found in nature to bring about real, significant, and permanently positive change, which is the only definition of witchcraft. So if you do feel tired, exhausted, drained, make time for you. Make today a self-care day. Make it a self-care day. Take care of yourself because witches tend to abandon themselves sometimes. Witches tend to take care of everybody else and put themselves last. Stop doing that. Don't forget that you are also a person. Even though you are a witch, you are also a person that should be taken care of. And witches don't have many people that take care of them. Witches don't have many people that care about them. So they have to give that love to themselves. If you feel like your energy is drained today, November 1st, take this day to do self-care, because you are a person too. You are a person worthy of being cared for, of being taken good taken care of. Not just watching your favorite TV show or movie. Not just taking a nice warm bath. I mean, honoring yourself, loving yourself, because witches don't get much love from the world. So witches oftentimes have to give it to themselves, and that's fine. Witches are not afraid to be alone. But after a day, night like Samhain, you may feel drained. You may feel tired. That's where witches have to give self-care the most to themselves. Because the world is not going to. The world is not going to. You have to give it to yourself. You have to take care of yourself. You have to celebrate yourself. Because nobody else is even thinking about doing such a thing for a witch. So you do it for yourself. You honor yourself. You worship and praise yourself. You call yourself a god or goddess after last night's events of heavy spell work. You do. You do. Because witches are the creators of their own life. Witches decide how their lives are going to begin and end. If you feel drained, take November 1st. Take today to take care of yourself. Take today to take care of yourself. Because you need it the most. Witches need it the most. If you have done heavy spell work, you need to rest, so that you can be your best for the entirety of 2025. You have to. You have to. Because nobody else will take up that mantle for you. So if you feel drained today after Samhain, after doing heavy spell work, you need time to rest. And it's great that, like I said, it's great that Samhain fell on a Friday this year, because now you have Saturday and Sunday to rest, to sleep in, to have self-care, to take care of you. Because witches are a rare occurrence. There are not too many real witches like myself and you left on the planet. And we have to be at our best. So if you feel drained after last night, take time to rest. You have earned it. Now, the second thing you may be feeling after Samhain last night is new focus. You have mental clarity about what you are doing with your life. Number 2 is new focus, mental clarity. You now have a clear vision of what you are doing with your life. You may have done a big ritual for insight into your life with tarot cards, crystal balls, or any other type of divination to figure out your life. You may have woken up this morning with mental clarity. You now know what you want to do with your life. You may now know how you want your life to end, like I previously just said. You may now have mental clarity on your family, the business you have put on the back burner, the business you currently have now, where you want that business to go, how high up on the corporate ladder you want to be in your current job, or The current job you have now is not the one you want to have for the rest of your life. You may have a business idea that will be blessed with your own efforts by your chosen God or goddess. So let's say you work with Hecate like I do. I work with Hecate. I am her devotee. I have clarity, mental clarity. I have new focus on where I want my life to be at right now. She has, I would say, downloaded information into me, into my spirit, on what I want to do with the rest of my life. When you work with Hecate, the Queen of Witches, she gives you a blueprint of what your life could be. But with any god or goddess, it's up to you to build from it. Because Hecate, no god or goddess can make you do anything that you don't want to do. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. Once again, I'm saying it's a choice to follow that blueprint that your chosen God or goddess has laid out before you. It is a choice. It's a choice. You may have woken up this morning with mental clarity on what you are doing with your life. You have new focus. You have new focus. You may have been clouded in your head. You may have been confused. You may have been stuck. You may have felt like a stick in the mud. But after waking up this morning or this afternoon, because it is about 12:30 right now, you have new focus. You know what you want to do. And more importantly, you are willing to do it. It's no longer maybe today, maybe tomorrow, maybe one day. It is today, November 1st, in the year 2025. Think about your life and what matters to you the most. Think about your life and what matters to you the most. What do you want to do with your life? And more importantly, why you want to do it. What's your end goal? What's your end game? How do you want your life to end? How do you want your life to end? How do you want to be remembered? That is all part of the new focus. All part of the mental clarity that you now have. As a witch, you should not be going through life the hard way. As a witch, life should be easy for you. It should be easy for you. If your life is not easy for you and you are a witch, something is wrong. You may have to come under the teachings of a high priest or high priestess to root out the cause of why your life is not prosperous and abundance. You're not happy. You hate your life. You, like many other witches, today, November 1st, may have woken up with new clarity, with new focus. You just know what you have to do. And you're going to start it today. You're not going to wait until the new year talking about new year, new me. No. New month. Today is November 1st. It's a new month. New month. New me. Forever. Not just settling in November. New me, new month. But the new me carries me on into the rest of my life. Witches are no longer going to say new year, new me. We are saying new month that goes into the rest of our life because of what Samhain brought to the forefront. Samhain is the witch's new year. Our new year starts on October 31st. Our new year started yesterday. Our year does not start January 1st. It starts October 31st. Our new year starts October 31st. You have new focus. You know what you want your life to be. and you are going towards it. You're not going back. You're not going back. I'm not going back. Someone say, I'm not going back. Someone right now in the comments say, I'm not going back. Someone in the comments right now say, I have new focus. Someone in the comments right now say, I have mental clarity. Someone in the comments right now say, I know where my life is going. I know I have thought about my life and what matters to me the most. Somebody say that, because I'm one of them and so are you. I'm one of them and so are you. If you woke up today after Samhain, you have new focus. You have new focus. You have thought about your life and what matters to you the most, and you are going towards that. And more importantly, it is going to be successful. It is going to be successful with no sorrow added on. Your chosen God or goddess will add their strength to your own efforts and surprise you. Give you more than what you asked for. Give you more than what you asked for because you deserve it and because you can handle more. So the second thing is new focus. You have mental clarity. You know what you want your life to look like. You're going to make it happen. It's going to happen because you are going to do what I am famous for talking about, real world action. How often have I said nothing changes if nothing changes? Witches are all about change, positive change, real significant and permanently positive change, otherwise known as witchcraft. So number 2 is new focus. Now, the third and last thing many witches are feeling right now, even myself, is intuition overload. Intuition overload. Now listen, witches by nature, by their very nature, is highly intuitive. Witches just know the future. Witches can just predict the future. And one other thing, they are never wrong. Witches can predict the future. Even though they can't really do anything to change the future, they know exactly what's going to happen next. The newspapers say what's happening, but the intuition of witches tells them why it's happening. I have always said that witches live with one foot in the natural world and the other foot in the supernatural world. What I mean when I say intuition overload is that you get information downloads quickly. You get flashes of insight quickly after Samhain, especially if you have been doing divination on Samhain. You may have intuition overload, not download. You may have intuition overload, like it's a lot. You are just seeing flashes of the future. You know, when witches get information about what is going to happen, it plays like a movie. It plays like a movie. Especially, that has always been the case with me. Whenever I get intuition about the future that will be, and there's nothing I can do to change it, it plays like a movie. It plays like a movie for a lot of witches. You have a beginning, a middle, and an end. It plays like a movie. It looks like a movie. You may have intuition overload right now. You may not even be able to watch this live broadcast right now because you are just getting so much information about what the future is going to be, what the landscape is going to be, what the atmosphere is going to be. And you know that you are seeing the truth. I have said, many other high priestesses and high priests have said, that your intuition is your inner compass. Your intuition is a built-in map. Your intuition knows what's up before you do. But on a night like Samhain, especially if you have just done divination with tarot cards or crystal balls or scouring, you're overloaded. You overloaded what the future is going to be. So the way that I slow down the information so that I am not overloaded is do something that I love. Going for a walk, going to get my favorite food, going to get my favorite sweet. I love sweets. I love cookies and cakes. So I may get me a cake, a cupcake, a cookie, a brownie, anything to make me happy. Or read my favorite book that I have on the shelf that I have yet to complete. Anything that you love to do to get rid of that intuition overload. You just keep getting flashes of insight. And you may have headaches. You may have migraines that get worse. Do something that makes you happy. That's going back to the first one that we talked about, energy drain, self-care. 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 You know, you can't really sleep it off. You can't really sleep off intuition overload. You can't really sleep it off because some witches do have visions of the future that will be while they are awake. Not all witches dream of the future. They see it as they are awake, like you and myself. When you combat intuition overload is to do something that you love. You can't really ignore it because it's gonna come, but it will pass. As we continue into November, it will pass. It will go back to being normal. So however normally you get information about the future that will return as we go into November. It's just that Samhain is the most intense night of the year. So of course it's heightened. Of course it's brutal. Of course it may leave you with a headache or make your migraines worse. So there is no doctor that can help you with that. There is no Tylenol, Advil that can help you with that. The only thing that witches can do to combat that is self-care. Is self-care. Taking care of themselves. I said this. When you become a witch, you become much more intuitive because you are working with the energy found in nature. Because witches understand that we come from nature. So your intuition is heightened. Witches do not ignore their intuition, even though their intuition may show them something that they don't like. Because witches know that their intuition is an inner compass, a built-in map, and their intuition is never wrong. This is not me boasting or bragging about how psychic we are. No, it's just the truth. It's just the truth. So thank you, witches, for joining me for this quick check-in after Samhain, because Samhain is very intense. So today, I talked about 3 things that witches may be feeling. We talked about feeling our energy drain. We talked about having new focus, and we talked about having intuition overload and how to combat all 3 so that you can feel kind of like a normal person, even though witches are not really normal. We're not, okay? Witches are extraordinary, okay? We're not really normal, all right? So once again, my name is High Priestess Autumn Venus, who is anointed and appointed by the Queen of Witches to be a voice for witches who have ears to hear and hands to receive Hekate's best. Be sure to share this broadcast with a witch or 2 or 3. Tell them that I broadcast several times, and I'm here to help our community be the best they can be and be their best magical self. All right, witches, I'll talk to you later. Bye, everyone.